I'll tell you, I've been getting quite a bit of love from the feminists lately concerning the My America's Man's Man episodes. By the way, America's Man's Man is what you're watching right now. It's the best I can do for a jingle. I was gonna compose something and send it to my Hollywood friends to do up, but even then I wouldn't have time to edit it together. So anyway, if you'd like to be a part of the production team, shoot me a message. And on the business proposal side of the YouTube, don't use YouTube, but use Facebook, because that's a lot more reliable, right? Or americasmansman.com. But anyway, there's a lot of triggered feminists, and they're triggered because of everything that they had to go through in academia, feminazi studies programs. They call them women's studies programs, but really it's a distortion of the feminine experience. It's like a very slanted. It's really it's like that history teacher I had, the revisionist history teacher I had at Linfield High School, Susan Breen, a Dartmouth grad, who had us do that assignment where we had to classify all of American history, and it was a revisionist American textbook, mind you. But we had to classify everything into 4 quadrants: gender, ethnicity, race, and religion. I.e., how were these people oppressed throughout all history? You think that can warp your view of history by teaching it that way? But that's how my Dartmouth AP history teacher at Linfield High School saw fit to. And they're all part of the union. It's government school for you, and it taught me, really taught me how backwards our government is. That they would teach, they would warp, they would miseducate students on behalf of the communists that perversely. And that's women's studies. Is it? Unfortunately, it drills a victim mentality into all women, and I don't know. I guess they are victims of Planned Parenthood. They're essentially seeded. They're essentially groomed by Planned Parenthood to be sour grapes. That even if they are successful in finally having that kid that they've always wanted, that child whom they've always wanted to mother, Planned Parenthood has made it so that they've been so ruined by so many different men that they're very likely to raise a psychotic youngster, and this is why you have children shooting everyone in the government schools. But anyway, all you feminists out there, with all of your love notes to me, listen. It's not that I don't care about your feelings. It's not that I'm a vicious. I'm not a bad man. Okay, I'm not a bad man. But it does come down to this. There is a natural order, and when you pretend like it doesn't exist. I mean, it's been said, you can ignore reality sometimes, but you can't really ignore the consequences of reality, when they finally hit home. And it's like when you have soldiers who are keeping you safe, or who are supposed to keep you safe, and they're essentially, you're telling, not you, but the same academia crackheads that taught your feminazi studies program in college, influencing politicians to tell these soldiers that they can't kiss women while they're serving in the military anymore. It's like, get out of our business. That's that's not their business to talk about. I don't care who you are, on their own time. I don't care who you are. You're gonna micromanage. How are they supposed to bloody kill ISIS if they can't, if they can't penetrate a woman? It doesn't. There's just something missing there. I know. So anyway, just returning a little bit of love to the feminists this beautiful evening right from the hub of the universe. This is America's man's man. America's man's man.